Okay, Steve. What a performance! That was some win. Let's sum it up for us.
Bold. Gave it everything. Every one of them gave absolutely everything, which you need to beat Torquay. They're absolutely on fire. Ridiculously how well they're doing. Obviously their manager's come in, done an outstanding job since he's been in there. And I just felt that we wanted it more. I felt all over the pitch, everyone stood up, we counted. We had a game plan. We kind of knew where we could hurt them. We felt we could get in behind the two centre-halves. We know how quick Jack is. We just told him to play on the shoulder. And to have the two booked, and then one got sent off, and one could have gone off earlier. Everything that we felt we could do, we did. Probably could have scored a couple more, to be fair, but I think that was outstanding.
We've often said that your style of play is very much on the floor, and you hit the nail on the head. You've gone a little bit long, gone into the channels, but it's paid off perfectly today, hasn't it? It's paid off perfectly.
I just felt on the day, literally on the day, they couldn't handle Millsy, and I think that was the difference. He won every single header. They then tried to put players in front of him and one behind him to block that off, and he was still getting up and winning headers. If you've got that, then you have to use it. Yes, I like to play, but today you had to know what way it was possible to beat them, and I think turning them around was the possible way of beating them. I took a little bit from when I watched them at Dartford, and in the first half Dartford could have been 2 or 3-0 up, and they got turned behind, and then we had them watched again on Wednesday, and we just felt anything in front of them, they're a powerful team, they're going to win and eat everything, but in behind them we were going to cause them problems, and that's exactly what we did.
We could have been 1 up before Jack got his goal. The keeper's made a really good save. But we got at them from the first minute. We didn't, we respect them, but we've got a good home form. We said, come and beat us, and that's what happened, wasn't it?
And there was 10 minutes to go. I was looking around at Richard, hadn't played for ages, looking at his hamstring, Atch's ankle. Jordan was stretching out. Mendy was almost saying, take me off. Gavin run himself into the ground. Everything, and it's the same players doing it again and again and again. I don't know how they keep doing it. It's a testament to them. They deserve the win.
Is it a testament to the team spirit that you've collectively, as a group, got now? And has that bonded because of the budget cut?
Yeah, I'd say bonded more because you're closer knit.
The moment in the first half, and I'm sure Torquay are going to look at it, is when Wilkes was out of his goal. He's got a subsequent yellow card. They were quick around him, wanted him sent off. What was your thoughts on it?
No, it was nowhere near it. There's too many bodies in between. It's not a goal-scoring opportunity. It's wide. No, it was the right decision. I mean, the guy that got sent off could have gone off earlier on the touchline over the far side, and the ref didn't give him a card then, but then he gave him a card. And consistent fouling, really.
In previous games when we've been on top, we've maybe not got ahead, and this time Jack's running behind, and it was a very good finish. You've sung his praises before, and he's starting to show it now, isn't he?
Yeah, but he works his socks off. That's the main thing for the team, his platform. He gives the team a platform because he's going to chase everything down and not give up. And we knew if we could isolate them in that certain areas, that was our game plan, and it worked. But I've got to say, they'll go on and win the league for me. Honestly, they will go on and win the league. They got power. They got everything. They got players that to come in the side as well. They can rotate, they can change. But for me, they're pats on the back for all of our lads today, because that is an effort that was unreal.
Second half as well, we were equally just as good. But how important was it to get that second goal nice and early? Because if they get back in the game, as you say, they've got power, they've got a bench. It was vitally important, wasn't it?
Yeah, what a goal.
It was a good goal, yeah.
What a goal. 25 yards out, and it's gone in like an arrow, hasn't it? It's an unbelievable finish. Like I said, the guys have given that kind of performance. Can't go to Hungerford next week and give a performance that's just below that. It's not possible, because next week it's going to be tougher for different reasons. They're fighting to stay in the league. We need to come with that sort of attitude and that application, and try and get 3 points if we can.
I think every player does deserve a mention, but there's one in particular, and that's Richard Orlu, who hasn't played a lot. He's come in and he's marshalled that defence. You must have been really pleased with how he's done.
Over the moon. It's considering he hasn't played and he's been out injured, and Thierry's obviously broken down. We kind of knew that in the warm-up. So we are on about last legs, and Richard's come on and ain't put off wrong for me. He's cleared everything, read everything. I think He was outstanding. And another one that I'd like to pick out is Mendy. Mendy just sits in there, does a job, just breaks the play up, gives it to people that can play. And I thought, again, him and David Ajayi are outstanding in the centre of the park. Needed to be. You know, they've got Jake Andrews in there who scored 10 goals this year. And they didn't get near our goal today.
You mentioned about Hungerford. This is our important now, is it, that we try and go on a little run?
We're doing our best. That's all I can say. We're doing our best. We don't turn up at any game not giving everything. Sometimes I said it don't come off. Sometimes we're poor. But effort is all there to see. There's no one cheating anybody. You know, they're out there. You can see there's no one cheating anybody. Sometimes we get it wrong. But you know, that's 9 points out of a possible 12. I think something like that. And what more can you ask for?
Talking to squad, how are we injury-wise? Obviously, Thierry broke down. Le Gaulle, any chance next week?
Yeah, Nazim's got a chance next week. He done a fitness test on Thursday, done a good session, got through the session, but just felt the hamstring right at the last minute. Literally was the last minute of the session, one more run. So I think that was fatigue cramping up in the hamstring. So because he's been out for 6 weeks, so he'll have a good week this week, and I'm hoping he'll be involved next week. Thierry definitely won't be. Definitely the groin. He's got problems with the groin, so that is could be a good few weeks out. I gave him Thursday off, which was a tremendous hard work on the Tuesday at Oxford. I gave him Valentine's night off to spend with their partners. I thought it was only right, the effort and everything they're putting in. So we'll go again Thursday. They'll have a little break now. They need the break. They need to rest. They're good lads. They look after themselves. So they'll have a rest, and then we'll go again full on Thursday.
And your thoughts on Hungerford away?
Tough. It's going to be tough. You know, I think they beat St Albans last week 5-0, so there's capabilities in that squad there. So they're fighting to stay up. So them games are just as tough as trying to go the other way. So we have to go and do a proper professional job.
Well done today. It was a brilliant performance.
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers, Steve. Thank you, Matt. Cheers.
You know that